Content Perspectives on Motivation by Sydney Allday-Waldron. Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. The first content perspective on motivation is Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. Each level represents a different need. Starting from the bottom, the needs are physiological needs, security needs, belongingness needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. The first level is physiological needs, also known as survival needs. They are elements that are issues of survival and biological function. Some general examples as used in our book are food, sex, and air. An organizational example is base salary. The second level is security needs, also known as safety needs. The examples used in the book are the desire for housing and clothing and the need to be free from worry about things such as money and job security. An organizational example is a pension plan. The third level is belongingness needs. General examples from the book are the need for love and companionship and the need to be accepted by one's peers. By having other relationships outside of work, these needs are satisfied. Organizational examples are friends at work. The fourth level is esteem needs. General examples include the need for positive self-image and self-respect and the need for recognition and respect from others, such as a good job or great work from your boss. One can overcome these needs by getting a promotion or rewards for a job well done. The organizational example is a job title. The fifth level is self-actualization needs. The general example is realizing one's potential for continued growth and individual development. These are the most difficult to address, but they can be overcome by allowing employees to make decisions for themselves while at work. The organizational example is to have a challenging job. Frederick Herzberg, 1923 to 2000. He was born April 18, 1923 in Lynn, Massachusetts. He died January 19, 2000. He was an American psychologist, just like Abraham Maslow. He was one of the most influential names in business management. He created the motivator hygiene theory, or also known as the two-factor theory. He was a professor of management at Case Western Reserve University, and he also worked at the University of Utah until he retired. The second content perspective on motivation is the two-factor theory. It was created by Frederick Herzberg. He interviewed a group of accountants and asked them to remember times when they were dissatisfied and unmotivated, or satisfied and motivated. There are two different ranges, the satisfaction continuum, which was the motivation factors, and the dissatisfaction continuum, which is the hygiene factors. The diagram that I created below, it kind of explains the two-factor theory. When workers are dissatisfied and unmotivated, you must add hygiene factors. When hygiene factors are added, they become satisfied but still unmotivated. When motivational factors are added, they become satisfied and motivated. The first factor of the two-factor theory are motivation factors. Motivation factors are related specifically to the work content. They include achievement, recognition, the work you actually do, the responsibility that you take on as an employee, and the advancement and growth that you do while you are working. The second factor of the two-factor theory is hygiene factor. Hygiene factors are related to the work environment. They include the supervisors, your working conditions, your interpersonal relations, your pay and security, and the company policies and administration that you must follow. In addition to Maslow's hierarchy of needs and the two-factor theory, other research has been done that focuses specifically on an individual's needs. There are three important needs. They include achievement, affiliation, and power. These needs are very useful and important, especially in organizations and businesses. The first and best known individual human need is the need for achievement. David C. McClellan, who was a psychologist, was the first person to identify this specific need. The need for achievement is the desire to accomplish a goal or a task more efficiently. People who have a high need for achievement want to have their own responsibility and do things on their own. They want to receive feedback from their peers, bosses, and family, and they are always preoccupied with the task that is at hand. The second and less understood need is the need for affiliation. The need for affiliation is a desire or want for human companionship and acceptance. Just like any average person, they want someone to be there for them and for everyone to accept their flaws. It is very similar to belongingness needs. If you have strong affiliation, you are most likely to be very sociable. The third need is the need for power. This need is the desire or want to be influential in a group or to have control. We can all relate to this one because at some point in our lives we have all wanted to take charge and control a situation or a task. It has received considerable attention because it is a very important part of managerial success.